Hey, I am here with the April updates. And so the 2025 MLRG Life and Style April Tour Stop is scheduled for Friday, April the 25th at 7 p.m. It's game night and we'll be playing spades. So for those of you who registered already, it was originally scheduled for the 18th. But I had quite a few conflicts, and I want to make sure that I am present. I don't want to be thinking about other stuff while we're having our game night. And so I moved it. So if you registered for the 18th, you have been re-registered for the 25th, okay? So you don't need to do anything. However, if that doesn't work for you, just don't worry about it. You can either let us know, we can unregister you, or I don't know, even know if that's a word, delete the registration, or, we just won't see you. So anyway, thank you for signing up already for those of you who did. The second thing I wanted to tell you about is our next business meeting, and it is scheduled for the second Wednesday of May. And so it's Wednesday, May the 14th at 6 p.m. And so if you're interested, we have discussions about business. Of course, we have real estate conversations. Sometimes it's a networking type thing, depending on who joins us. And the topic is technology talk. So every year in May, for the last several years, we talk about the different tools of the trade, things that we are using, which have been useful, which we no longer use. We get an opportunity to hear from each other, things that are working and not working, and just if I find out some new stuff, then that's when I share it. And sometimes we have some presentations. So for 2025, we've been pretty busy as far as working on different projects. And so we haven't really had guest speakers because we had to do a lot of work together. So there is a sponsorship brochure, and I'll see if we can post it. So for those who might be interested in being in front of our audience, whether it's real estate professionals or our sphere of influences that join us on different platforms, then you could consider applying for a sponsorship activities. And there's 3 different plans that you can choose from. 2 of them, you can be a guest speaker at one of the business meetings, as well as be featured at tour stops. So if you're interested, reach out to your MLRG professional or look for a posting on our page about it. What else do I have to give you an update on? Let's see. Oh, our current reading. So as you know, yesterday was the end of the first quarter of 2025. And so now we're beginning the second quarter. And so our tour stop, we have it scheduled in cycles, quarterly cycles. And so we have the game night spades, that would be April. Then we have game night bingo, which has become increasingly popular. Spades used to be popular, now bingo is taking over. And then the third month, which for this quarter is June. And our current reading is The New Jim Crow by Michelle Alexander. And for those of you who may have participated last year in our September book discussion, she gave the foreword on the book we were reading, which was Faces at the Bottom of the Well by Derek Bell. And so after reading that book and reading and listening to her foreword, I definitely wanted to read one of her books. And ironically, it was the new Jim Crow, and that was selected last year before some of the things that we're seeing now. So that should be an interesting discussion. And so if you want to participate, feel free to sign up for that. As you know, our tour stop is MLRG Life and Style Tour is an activity each month. So we have 12 activities for the year. They're all on our website, and you can register for them now. But that's under the Life and Style slogan. But we also have another side, because that's more scheduled. We have a more spontaneous side of the business, and that is under the slogan, "Where in the world is MLRG?" And that's where we show up different places. And so just letting you know what we're doing. And those are things that, depending, people may ask us to add to our calendars, like participate in some of their community events and stuff like that. And so, and part of the things we also do is we showcase the homes that we have for sale. So what community are we going to help people sell their property? So whether it is Northeast DC or whether it's Alexandria, Virginia, is where in the world is MLRG as far as being out in the community and helping people get their homes sold. So we do have a few people that's getting ready for the spring market. And so we'll have those posted in probably a month or so when they're ready. But also under that same slogan, where in the world is MLRG, one of our upcoming activities is the Getaway for a Day, in which we're teaming up with Party Mode Live. And if you know about PML, they're the party before the party, right? And so they also host the MLR, the Ask the Broker segment. So for those of you who have seen me on their program, it's the Ask the Broker segment that they air. And so along with By His Grace Designs, we are all teaming up, and we're having a getaway for the day to Atlantic City. So that's posted on the page. And so please feel free to reach out if you think you're interested. And yeah, if you think you come, and let us know, because we do have people that's telling us, and we have a few people that's paid already, but telling us that they're definitely interested. So get your space if you want to join us in Atlantic City, and that's on Saturday, June the 7th. And what is another thing? I think I covered everything. So I hope you're having a wonderful evening. I hope that this is a fabulous April for you. We're just getting started. And I look forward to you participating in some of the activities that we are partaking in for 2025. So anyway, have a good rest of your evening. Bye.